What makes the modern era of basketball so special is our ability to look at the past, present, and future. We go through NBA history and debate the best players of all time. We get to enjoy what's happening on the court currently, and with the rise of social media, get a look at the next wave of talent. With this comes the opportunity to see the children of some of the best players of all time grow and watch every step in their basketball journey, whether that involves the NBA or not. We've compared players to their dads, then to their brothers. Now, we're going to compare players to their sons. So if you guys like my content, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's hop into it. I thought a good starting point for this video would be the son of 3-time NBA champion, 13-time All-Star, and one of the best shooting guards to ever grace the league in Dwyane Wade. Wade was consistently one of the best defensive guards in the league, while in his prime, averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. His son Zaire Wade is a 6'3" point guard at one of the top basketball programs in the country, Sierra Canyon. Currently, he's a 3-star recruit according to ESPN, ranked as the 45th point guard in the country with collegiate offers from the likes of DePaul, Nebraska, Rhode Island, and Toledo. By no means is he a top recruit, but we will have the opportunity to see him play at the next level. At Sierra Canyon, he doesn't have a very big role, with a top recruit-filled roster that includes the likes of BJ Boston and Zaire Williams. There aren't too many minutes to go around. Now, we don't have official per-game numbers, but with his reduced role, he consistently doesn't reach double digits, so I'd be shocked if those were very impressive. In the Nike EYBL, he averaged 7.7 points a game, shooting 53% from the field and making 2 of his 10 3-point attempts, but did lead the team in assists. Not many are praising him as the second coming of Dwyane Wade, but he's still a very talented player. Wade has good size for his position. He's a plus athlete with long arms. And while he's a lefty, he's an ambidextrous passer. He has the ability to impact the game in a number of ways, but his vision is easily his most impressive attribute. More of a guard who can make shots rather than a shooter. He's shown improved efficiency, which has been aided by better shot selection and decision making. His ability as a passer and defensive length is clearly where he's going to make the biggest impact at the college level. Now, at this same point, Dwyane Wade was averaging 27 points and 11 rebounds a game, but that's really not comparable to Zaire, as this wasn't a program like Sierra Canyon. In fact, Dwyane Wade wasn't that highly recruited either. Then he would end up going to Marquette and prove himself the real deal, averaging 18 points a game as a freshman. It would be taken with the 5th overall pick a year later. Zaire resembles his father in a lot of aspects of the game, but has a ways to go before making it to the NBA. But luckily, he has the benefit of learning from a legend like Dwyane Wade, who said, "If basketball is the ultimate goal, then I'm trying to help him along the way, understanding there's so many different ways to get to this goal. It's not just one way. It's not go through high school, be a superstar, go to college, be a superstar, get drafted number 1, and now you're there." He's clearly talented, and I'm really hoping for a surprising freshman season. Next, we're going to look at the son of 6-time NBA champion and 7-time All-Star Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen had a very unique path to the league. He was an unknown in high school. At the start of college, was just 6'1", and proved himself at a very small program and became the 5th overall pick in the 1987 draft. Similar to Zaire, Scottie Pippen Jr. is a 6'3" point guard who attended Sierra Canyon High School. He received pretty similar recruiting attention, being a 4-star recruit and the 33rd point guard in the country. He's a consistently improving point guard who had a strong senior season after making a big jump as a prospect through the spring and summer with the Oakland Soldiers. He's got good speed and improved athleticism, sees the court well, and is a capable scorer from all 3 levels. Between his obvious bloodlines and constant improvement, there are plenty of reasons to believe in Pippen's future. He signed on to play at the University of Vanderbilt, where as a freshman this season, he's averaged 12 points and 4 assists, shooting 39% from the field and 36% from 3. Not incredible, but for a freshman that wasn't deemed a one-and-done prospect, he's shown a lot of signs to have a pretty solid collegiate career and even potentially make it to the league. His game is much different than his father's. Pippen Sr. had the benefit of a crazy late growth spurt that turned him into a lethal 2-way wing. Pippen Jr. is a true guard that looks best scoring off the dribble. He says his greatest motivation is to be better than his dad. That's a big goal, but we shall see. I want to talk to you about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of the fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. They offer classes designed for real life, so you can move your creative journey forward without putting life on hold. You can learn and grow with short classes that fit your busy routine. Whether it's filmmaking, graphic design, music production, and much more, they have the information to get started or take your base knowledge to an advanced level. If y'all are interested in making graphics like you see in today's video, Introduction to Adobe After Effects by Evan Abrams is a great place to start. The class will help you learn your way around the program and cover the building blocks of After Effects in an easy to understand class. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. The first 500 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial of the premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Next, we're going to talk about the sons of one of the most dominant forces in league history, Shareef O'Neal. Shaq is a 7'1" center who was a 4-time NBA champion, 15-time All-Star, and MVP in 2000. His oldest son is 6'9" power forward Shareef O'Neal. At the start of Shareef's high school career, he wasn't getting much recruiting attention and really wasn't that good. As high school went on, he developed quickly, and by the time he was a senior, was a 9th-ranked power forward and 32nd player in the country. He was definitely a much different player than his dad. Shaq lived at the rim, dominating with his size and strength, while Shareef was more built for the modern game, being able to run the floor and score on multiple levels. He even said, "My dad is one of the best bigs to ever live. I try to step away from that as far as possible." Following high school, Shareef decided to attend UCLA, but before he could even play his first game, it was discovered he had a heart condition that was going to keep him out for the entirety of his freshman season. We got our first chance to see him play this year, where he had a very small role, getting just 10 minutes a game, averaging 2 points and 3 rebounds. Just recently, Shareef decided to leave UCLA and transfer to his father's alma mater, LSU. With the obstacles he's had to face recently, I'm really hoping for his success. His youngest son is 6'6" shooting guard Shareef O'Neal. He's currently the 29th shooting guard and 157th player in the class of 2021. While he doesn't have a crazy amount of recruiting attention, he might have the most upside of the O'Neal children. Shareef possesses moderate speed and handles the ball with finesse in the open court. He prefers the perimeter to the post, assists rather than a score-first mentality, and is a smooth mid-range to three-point threat. The only thing that he really has similar to his dad is his name. I really think this summer with AAU and the EYBL, Shareef could get a big jump in recruiting, especially if he continues to grow closer to his dad's height. Both the sons are very different than their father, but to be fair, we've really never seen another player like Shaq. Next, I want to talk about the son of former 12th overall pick in the draft, Greg Anthony. Anthony was never a superstar player, but had a successful 11-year career, averaging 7 points, shooting 35% from 3. I think his son Cole Anthony has a pretty solid chance at exceeding the career of his father. The 6'3" point guard was the #1 ranked point guard and 2nd overall player in the country. He was a walking bucket in high school. He won MVP of the EYBL, averaging 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. As a senior at Oak Hill, he averaged 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists a game. At the high school level, he had no flaws scoring the ball. He could fly off the ground like he had springs in his shoes and could score at all 3 levels with ease. Unlike a lot of players on this list, Cole doesn't feel he's in the shadow of his father. As he said, "I think I've become my own player at this point. I hear more, is that Cole Anthony's dad than is that Greg Anthony's son. I don't feel the pressure that much." Cole's now playing at North Carolina, where he's dealt with his struggles, averaging 19 points, but shooting 37% from the field and 32% from 3, but is still projected to be a lottery selection in the upcoming draft. Overall, he plays a lot different than his dad. Greg was 6 foot, known as a very solid playmaker and decent shooter. Cole is 6'3", not really known for what he does as a facilitator, but is looked at as one of the most lethal scorers going into this draft. Next, we're going to talk about the son of one of the best rim protectors in league history and 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Dikembe Mutombo. He's one of the most feared defenders we've ever seen, being top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year consideration for 9 consecutive seasons. His son Ryan Mutombo is a 6'11" center, currently ranked as the 18th center and 128th player in the class of 2021. He has the size and length similar to his father, but growing up in this era of basketball has a much more all-encompassing skill set. While he's very raw, he's got a nice game in the post and is a very solid passer for his position. He's rising up the recruiting rankings, so hopefully we'll hear his name a lot more going into the future. Next, I want to mention a couple more sons of NBA legends playing in the collegiate ranks. There's a son of four-time All-Star point guard Penny Hardaway, Jaden Hardaway. He didn't get much attention in high school, being ranked out of the top 500 recruits in the class of 2018. He decided to go to Memphis and play under his father, who is now the head coach. This season, he doesn't have a big role at all, averaging just 8 minutes and 2 points a game. There's DJ Rodman, the son of one of the best rebounders and defenders we've ever seen, Dennis Rodman. DJ was unranked in high school but signed on to Washington State University. This season as a freshman, he's averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds a game. Both have a long way if they want to continue their father's NBA legacy. Lastly, we have the most notable basketball father-son duo in the world right now, LeBron James and his son, LeBron James Jr. or Bronny James. LeBron is one, if not the best player to ever touch the NBA court. He's a 3-time NBA champion, 4-time MVP, 16-time All-Star, and is still playing at the highest level. He's a freak of nature, 6'8", built like an NFL linebacker that at points in his career was one of the best defenders and passers we've ever seen. Oh, and he's averaged 27 points across his entire career. Bronny is a 6'4" point guard who's one of the most well-known high school hoopers in the country, despite being just a freshman. We don't have proper recruiting rankings for his class, but it's fair to assume he would be a top recruit. He's had the benefit of growing up knowing basketball was in his DNA, and would have undoubtedly above average height and athleticism. He's been able to train with and learn from the best of the best. This combined with true dedication, as just being the son of a great doesn't mean you're gonna be great, has led to him being one of the most promising prospects in the country. Being just a freshman, he doesn't have the crazy size like his father, but his skills are some of the most refined we've ever seen at someone of his age. He's a true point guard, being able to create for both himself and others. He's a knockdown shooter and is already flying above the rim. With his season high being just 15 points this season, he doesn't have a very big role, but that's to be expected, being a freshman on one of the best teams in the country like Sierra Canyon. Now, his father's career was much different at this same point. He was averaging 21 points and 6 rebounds a game, leading his team to an undefeated record. Then as a sophomore, he was averaging 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, already selling out college arenas, and received All-USA First Team as a sophomore. This is a lot for Bronny to live up to, but it really looks like Bronny is going to have a successful professional career. In terms of their play style, as a younger player, LeBron was bigger, faster, and stronger than everyone he went up against. As time went on, his skills got more and more refined and is now arguably the most well-rounded NBA player we've ever seen. Bronny is a point guard. I really think regardless of his future height, that is going to be his position. He's much more perimeter oriented, which makes sense given the direction basketball is going. What's so crazy about this father-son duo is that they actually might touch the court together in the future. Right now, LeBron shows no signs of slowing down, and one of his biggest goals is to play with or against Bronny in the league. He said, "I would love to stick around if my oldest son can have the opportunity to play against me. That'd be the icing on the cake right there." I've made it clear that while the hype can be a little much for Bronny most of the time, I really believe he's a real deal, and I'm excited to track his career from this point on. But that's the video, guys. You guys give me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and the shoutouts are gonna be Rapid, Quinn, Dylan, Ty, and Troll. If you guys want to shout out in the next video, all you gotta do is like the video and comment liked or rep notification squad, and I'll shout 5 of you guys out. With all that being said, hope you guys have a great day, and peace.